Good morning everyone, today we're going to be talking about some account suspensions as well as a couple bugs which are pretty game breaking, and so we're going to be looking into that. But first of all, if you're new to oh my god. But first of all, if you're new to the channel, I upload NGS content daily, so if you do play this game, I would really appreciate a subscribe. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin the video. So the first thing I want to talk about is, of course, the November 2021 account suspension due to malicious behavior. So, total of 68 accounts or 68 cases have been suspended due to RMT, which is real money trading, or account transferring and borrowing, or in-game malicious behavior. Now they do explain what each of these entail, but the TLDR is just don't buy Macedo with real money, and that is RMT since it's real money trading. The second one is account transferring and borrowing. Simply just don't lend your account to anyone, and don't funnel resources into one singular account with multiple alt accounts. That is a violation of the terms and service and will result in a permanent account ban, as I said right here. And last but not least, the in-game malicious behavior. This one is the most vague one. It just says here, if a player is identified to be repeating nuisance behaviors with malicious intent, such as intentionally refraining from participating in combat or intentionally obstructing progress, they will be subject to a permanent account ban due to the violations of the terms of service. We would also like to ask for your cooperation in reporting any malicious behavior and sharing your feedback regarding to the countermeasures through customer support or through the in-game character menu. Report a malicious player. Now, something to keep note that they have just added recently, which is actually a godsend, abuse of the report function, which allows players to report violations of the terms of service in the game, will result in penalties. If a player is found to be intentionally reporting someone who has not violated the terms of service, the account that abused the reporting function may be suspended. So this is a godsend because there have been bots or other people who just report people that they don't like and they try to get them banned. Well, now it's actually going to backfire because they can simply look at the logs and be like, okay, did this person actually break TOS? And if they didn't, well, the people who reported them are going to get banned instead. So that is pretty cool. It's really nice to see that this is now being implemented. So now it's a double-edged sword. So if you report someone, you better make sure that they actually did break TOS, or else you might get yourself banned. We will continue to do all we can to counter malicious activities in NGS so that players can enjoy the game. Thank you for your continued support. So this is nice to see that Sega is still actively banning all the bots, especially those Macedo bots, out of the system so that we as the player base have a more enjoyable experience. Now the next thing I want to talk about is a serious bug where your character seems like it just got deleted. Like poof, you go into your account, you go to character select and it's gone. Your character is just straight up gone. You don't see it and you're like, what on earth is going on? As it says right here, players unable to log in due to characters not being displayed in character selection before maintenance starts. We have identified a bug where characters cannot see their characters in character selection screen and therefore are unable to log in starting from approximately 10 minutes prior to the start of maintenance. So they know that this is a bug and they're fixing it. So the silver lining about this bug is it only happens 10 minutes prior to maintenance. So after maintenance is finished, your character is going to re-pop up there. Everything's going to be fine. But it did give a lot of people a heart attack. Imagine you spent so much time, so much money on your character, and suddenly your character just gone out of thin air. It would get anyone worried. Like if my character suddenly disappeared, I would be extremely worried because I invested so much time into these characters. So I'm glad that Sega's looking into this, and I'm also very glad that it only happens 10 minutes prior to maintenance. So that is a huge relief that after maintenance your character re-pops up and everything is fine. Now the next bug I want to talk about is completing main task 2 over here, which is advance the story and complete main task going back. So when we go to the main tasks and we scroll to the very bottom in my complete tab, you can see going back is after defeating NextAlio and rescuing Dozer, the trio heads back to the command room in Central City to report to Crawford. So this is literally the last story mission that we have available right now before the Retum region, where you just defeat NextAlio in Rezel Forest, you come back to the command center, and then Crawford is like, oh, we're gonna send you to the desert. Then you get the little trailer about the desert with the sandbar lotus and all that stuff, and then the story ends because it just says to be continued and we have to wait for the return region. So what exactly is the bug? Because these quests are account wide. If you have this quest accepted on a character which has not completed the story, then you will not be able to complete it on your main character, which has completed the story. It's kind of a weird bug like that. So in order to resolve this issue, all you need to do is check which character actually has this quest accepted, like in their quest tab, and just complete it on that character. Once you complete it on that character, it's done, it's dusted, it'll be out of the way, and you can move on. Because all you need to do is complete this one time per account. It's not per character, it's per account, okay? Special thanks to all the members for supporting the channel. It really means a lot to me. Thank you again. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover in today's video. Hopefully you guys found it helpful. If you did, I would appreciate a like and a subscribe, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Bye!
What can I say except you're welcome for the heals, the boosts, the